to another vlog. So today we take on AFC Telford away from home at the New Bucks Head. So this game, you know, if you watched last week's vlog, you'll know what's kind of going on. So this FA Trophy is over 2 legs. In the last leg we did beat them 1-0 at home, so we take a 1-0 advantage going into this leg. Away goals do not count, and I think it's extra time and penalties as well. I'm not sure if it goes straight to penalties. I'm sure it's extra time then penalties if it was if Telford were to beat us by 1 goal. So I'm nervous today. I'm excited, all those emotions. The prospect of going to Wembley again in a cup competition that's not a playoff. You know, it's a domestic cup, and like I've said before, some people do not see the point in the FA Trophy or don't really care about it, some of our fans, but when you think about it, this is how I look at it. You know, we're Leyton Orient. We're not going to win an FA Cup. We're not going to win a League Cup. The best chance we've got really of winning domestic cups for now is this FA Trophy, and hopefully in the future the Checkatrade Trophy in the Football League. So they're the only real cup competitions we've got a chance of winning, and I think the FA Trophy is a better competition than that Checkatrade Trophy in the EFL, because that's all made up of under 23 teams, on 21 teams, all that sort of stuff. So I think this is a good competition to win. You know, you almost, like, it's literally, it's not just one league, it's obviously the whole of non-league really competing for this. So I mean, it would be an amazing thing to win in my eyes, and you know, I've been on this journey since the start, so you know, we want to go to the end. I want to go to the end, and I want to see us lift that trophy at Wembley. But more about the game. Karoma obviously came back on from injury last week, came on as a substitute. Leyton's also came on the last 2 games as a sub. So I don't think any injury worries. I think that's all getting sorted now, really. Obviously Jordan Maguire-Drew is out for a few weeks still, which was a big blow, but we've got the squad to still pick up results and still win games, and you know, it's just over to somebody else. But I don't know if Karoma will start. I think if Simpson's fit, I would start Simpson, but we'll have to see. And the way I look at today, I know the atmosphere is going to be crazy. It's going to be electric. I think Orient, we've got like almost 1,000 or 1,000+ fans going. They'll have a few thousand at home, so their ground will probably be packed out. I think the capacity is just 6,000, 6,500, something like that. So I imagine they'll have about 3,000-4,000 home fans. We'll have probably 1,000+ away fans. So the atmosphere should be a very good one. But Telford have to beat us today to even have any chance of taking it to extra time or penalties. And from what I saw last week, I just don't see them beating us. And that's not to say it can't happen, because of course it can, and they can beat us today. That's not a possibility, you know what I mean? But from what I saw last week, I just didn't see much about them really. They were very happy to just try and defend a 1-0 defeat, and that kind of mentality, I don't know why you would choose to opt for that, but you know, that's up to them. Obviously it's a different game away from home in their yard. It's going to be a little bit different, but you know, they're going to have to come at us, so you're going to have to expect probably Dean Brill and the defence to be a little bit busy, because if they want to try and get anything out of this game, they've literally got to come for us. And that's where I think it will suit us more, because we are very good on the counter-attack, especially if Karoma is starting in the team with that pace and that energy and the skill. So for me, I think we'll get the job done today. I'm pretty confident, but I'm going to go for my score prediction. I'm going to say 2-1 to Orient, and then, you know, maybe even a pitch invasion at the end. Who knows? So let's get up to Telford.
I'm literally in prime position to get hit with the ball. I almost did. United mixed up with their keeper and defender. How's put it in. And it's 1-0, 2-0 on everything. Come on.
Is this a library? Is this a library? Is this a library? Oh!
Oh, back hook.
Turley?
Oh! Crossbar. Matt Owl's just been sent off. He's been the best player on the pitch, and I do not know why. It literally looked like it was a foul our way, and he's giving him a red card. That is a joke. Corner here. We do lose that height of Harold going out of the equation. Ooh! Turley's causing them havoc in the box. That was in a dangerous position.
Where's Turley? Go on then, go on then.
Oh, corner. It's got to be a corner. Oh, it's not one yet. Don't foul him.
Stay on him. Don't foul him.
That's all.
Well done, come on!
Telford goal, 2-1. Pressure's on now. McAnuff just catch the volley very sweetly. Keeper tipped it over for a corner. And it's going to run the clock down a little bit for half time because we desperately need half time. Half time, and it is 1-1, 2-1 to us in aggregate. And this ref, I say it a lot, but this ref has been absolutely terrible. And you can hear the reaction, and it tells you everything, because it's been absolutely awful. It is tricky now, it really is. Playing with 10 men, it's going to be tricky. The second half, a massive 45 minutes. This is a massive 45 minutes, and essentially it's 10 against 12. Come on boys, massive half. Coroma off, Profi on, had to be done. Adam just come back from injury and wasn't getting much at all really, other than running around. Sorry for the lack of highlights in the second half, because it's, what, 65 minutes or something now, and we've literally not done anything. We're just trying to sit back and defend, which is a very nervy game to play, and dangerous as well. Yellow card for Dan Happy, he's just kicked a man down pretty much, so free kick for them, which they probably look to put in the box. Good move, the first good move, the first attack we actually had in the half. Comes to Bond on the edge of the box and he puts it wide. He had a free shot on goal, so he should be hitting the target actually. So those players got the ball on the line, and well, Bond nicked it off him and just literally kicked out of him, and he's only been avoiding the yellow. So right now, guys, he could have been sent off. Free kick, 1-1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He wants it. Wins a free kick. Brilliantly. In the second half.
1, 2, 3, 4. Lord, header in, come on.
A goal now would be massive.
We've only got 10 men. 10 men. We've only got 10 men.
So good, Josh. Go on. Ryan.
Everywhere we go, waving our red flags, marching on the road. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go.
We've got the ball. We've got the ball. It's added time. 5 minutes. I know we're about to come on. I imagine it'll be Bond. You can see there he's walking across. Brilliant. And I'll be on.
It's a Wembley. Case of Arsenal. Case of Arsenal.
That's it. Well done, son. Well done, son.
We're going to Wembley. Say Sarah, whatever it be. We're going to Wembley. Say Sarah, Wembley.
So I'm back from the game and I'm absolutely buzzing. Everyone tells me all the time, "Oh, you don't do these outros with a smile on your voice, like a smile in your face." I try and like keep them as professional as I can to do the analysis, but yeah, I'm gonna smile a lot through this, getting my teeth into the analysis on this. But before I do, Leyton are going to Wembley. First time ever in a domestic cup competition we have reached the final of, and it's absolutely amazing. Today was one of the best days of my life as well. So yeah, let's talk through what's happened. So they obviously came out quite strong. You would expect them to do so. Obviously they did need to come at us, being 1-0 down already on aggregate. And then out of nowhere we just get this goal that Harold puts in the end, and it's a weird one there. Defender heads it to their keeper who's outside his box. It goes past him and it's rolling, and then Harold just pokes it home, and that's 1-0 and 2-0 on aggregate out of absolutely nothing. So it's happy days then. And then Harold, literally like 10-15 minutes later, he went from hero to zero and got sent off for an elbow, which at the time I didn't know. I didn't think it was a red card because they both went in for it. And their antics worked. I mean, you could tell that their manager wanted them to get at us and wind us up and be very physical, and that worked. You know, they were very physical, and you know, I can't tell you about the elbow or at all yet because I haven't seen the highlights back, or you know, they're not even out yet. So listen, you're just gonna have to trust the ref. Well, actually, the ref was absolutely terrible, so I'm not gonna trust his decision, but I'll have to make my own mind up. But either way, Harold got sent off, and we had to play the remainder of the fixture with what, 10 men for like almost 70 minutes. So it was a big task, especially if we hadn't scored that goal. He hadn't scored that goal, so it was 2-0 at that point. Then that gave them and their players and their fans a lift, and they ended up getting a first goal that put it at 1-0. And their player kind of had a while to go forward, and then he took a shot on the edge of the box. Nobody closed him down. We just sat too deep, and he's put it in Brill's near post in the bottom corner, and it's a poor goal to concede. You know, you look at it from Brill's point of view, you shouldn't be getting at your near post, beating at your near post, and then someone should have closed him down, and it was easily avoidable. But that's 1-1. That's us with 10 men. Still, 15 minutes to play in the first half or so. So that's very, very much game on, and that kind of was squeaky bum time then, really. We desperately needed half time because they were very, much going for that second goal and to get them right back in the tie. And then we did get to half time at level, and then 2-1 on aggregate. And then second half was probably even worse and more nerve-wracking than the first, for probably the first 25 minutes of the second half. They just threw everything at us, and we sat very, very deep. you could noticeably see that they had an extra man on the pitch. You might want to say an extra 2 if you count the referee, and that didn't help. You know, obviously they kind of pulled us apart, got the ball out wide a lot, and they found themselves in a lot of space and they had some chances. And then when Brophy came on, the game kind of changed. He really did bring a lot of energy and freshness onto the pitch for us going forward. And then, you know, we got that free kick, as you can see on here, the moment that sent us to Wembley, and Marv's flicked it, so it's come in. Obviously Marv's on the touchline, he just headed it back towards a penalty spot. The keeper's come towards Marv, and then Coulson from the penalty spot kind of just heads into almost an empty net. The keeper's trying to scramble back, he's nowhere near it, and the defender on the line's just never going to get it. So at that point, there was probably just over 10 minutes to play, maybe a little bit, 10 minutes to play. We were 3-1 up on aggregate. I wouldn't necessarily say it was game done, but it very much likely that it was going to be. The longer that we kept it that way, you know, the more desperate they had to get, and we done well since that second goal. Obviously, we held the ball up a lot better, and actually come at them a bit more. So, yeah, we done really well. And then the full-time whistle blew, and that's when all the scenes and that started, and you know, all the things that I've captured on here at the end. It's an amazing day, you know, from being a club almost 2 years ago that was almost wound up in court and almost no more, and we're now going to a domestic cup final at Wembley in May. And yeah, I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. It's just one of my best days watching Orient, one of the best days of my life, really. This one's going to take some beating, this away day in particular. No pitch invasion. They did have a lot of security and stewards and police there, so I think it was going to be hard to do that. But that didn't stop us from celebrating, you know, the scenes in the stand at the end. They were just absolutely incredible. The noise we created, the amount of fans we brought must have been very, very close to 1,000. I know the actual attendance hasn't been released, and it may not be, but it looked at least 1,000, if not more. And yeah, how do you even put that into words, that ending? How do you even sum that up in a sentence? Like, at the end of the day, Leyton are going to Wembley, and the double's well and truly on. Solihull and Wrexham both lost today, so we still sit top of the league with 2 games in hand on Solihull, 3 games in hand on Wrexham, a point in front of Wrexham, level on points with Solihull, and on the same. Well, obviously we got a better goal difference, so things are looking very good, and the double's very, very much on. We have Telford at home on Tuesday night, who aren't out of the title race as of yet, but if we beat them, then that will put them out of it. But I don't even know how to round this vlog up. I really don't, other than soak it all in, enjoy the moment, and I really hope you have enjoyed this one, because it's been a brilliant one. I'm going to leave you with one of the clips I did at the end with the celebrations. I mean, I'll see you very soon, Tuesday night at home to Telford. But until then, just enjoy this one, have a great time. Please like, comment and subscribe. Up the O's.